You think it's a game? You think it's a fucking game? Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Hey, yo, what's my name? Y'all gon' make me go all out. DMX. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Hey, yo, what's my name?
What you got?
Y'all gon' make me lose my cool.
I tried so hard.
What y'all really want? What y'all really want?
But it doesn't even matter.
Come on.
I tried so hard.
What y'all really want?
It doesn't even matter. But it doesn't even matter.
Come on. Boy, give me a sign. Dog, I meet bitches, the street bitches, slash, Cocoa Puff, sweet bitches, say you wanna eat bitches, but not me.
I tried so
I fuck with these hoes from a distance. The instant they start to catch feelings, I start to. What is it you want from a? I gave you, you gave me. I played you, you played me.
and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had
In here,
to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
up in here, up in here, up in here, up in here, up in here,
It doesn't even matter. And you reached as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. Put my trust in you. Pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know.
If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go on, push your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, go on, push your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you get that. Dirt up your shoulders, I probably owe it to y'all. Probably be locked like force, trying to hustle some things. That go with the push, feeling no remorse, feeling like my hand was forced. Middle finger to the law, nigga, gripping my ball. Second ladies, they love me, from the bleachers they screaming. All the ballers is bouncing, they like the way I be leaning. All the ballers is bouncing, they like the way I be leaning. If you feeling like a pimp, nigga, go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too, go on, brush your shoulders off. Niggas is crazy, baby, don't forget that boy told you get that.
lean back, lean back, back. Don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock way. Now lean back, back, lean back. Come on, don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock way. Now lean back, back.
That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' tip, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. Is that my bestie in a taxi? Fresh blowout, skin on town, she pretty. Bitch, you look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time, now my motherfucking friend. She been on with a sweet like, bitch, guess what? All the rich ass boys wanna fuck. I just ass sitting up, cause look, don't touch. And I'm bad bustin' bands every time we link up. That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come.
Call me when you need.
Sicker than your average, sicker than your average.
Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Call me in the morning. I'll be on the way.
Sicker than your average, sicker than your average.
Call me when you need. Call me in the morning. I'll be on the way. Call me when you want. Call me when you need. Call me out by your name. I'll be on the way. Fucking you don't even have to try.
Touch
You're
it,
cute enough to fuck with me tonight.
bring
The
it,
table all I see is sweet and white.
turn it.
But you living the life, but nigga, you ain't living right. Cocaine and drinking with your friends. You live in the dark, boy, I cannot pretend. I'm not faced, don't be innocent. If you've been in your garden, you know that you can. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Call me when you want, call me when you need. Call me out by your name, I'll be on the way. Like,
This my shit.
call me in the morning, I'll be on the way.
This
on your ways. Front way, back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away. Even when I'm away. OT, OT. There's never much love when you go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me. I need a one dance. Got a Hennessy in my hand. One more time before I go. Higher powers taking a hold on me.
Bring it, babe, touch it.
One more time before I go.
Bring it, babe, touch it. I like your stuff. Bring it, babe, touch it.
One more time before I go.
Bring it, babe. I like your stuff. Baby.
Can you take me higher? To a place where I'm lying and see.
He took me back to East Atlanta, oh, but my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manner. Havana,
Just got you waiting fresh on campus. Fresh out East Atlanta with no mountains. Damn, fresh out East Atlanta. Like traffic jam.
One says he got Milo in him. He got me feeling.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Calling for a 12 fuck swat. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put a stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn field. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you at. Pull out the coupe at the lot. Calling for a 12 buck swat. Pull out the coupe at the lot. Calling for a 12 buck swat. Pull out the coupe at the lot. Coupe at the lot. Coupe at the lot. Coupe at the lot.
I'm telling you that play with it a little. I'm telling you that play with it a little. Hit that. Play with it a little. I'm telling you that play with it a
Good morning, traders. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and happy hump day. That's right, baby. My favorite day of the week. Hump day. Just because I love saying hump day, guys. What's up? What's going on? Good morning. I hope you guys had an awesome night. I hope you guys are fired up, having a great morning. ready to attack this day, ladies and gentlemen. It is 8:55, and we have a lot to discuss and a lot to talk about because today is going to be a very big day. Real Lil Spaz, TikTok Mom, Placid Puppy, everybody inside of chat. Skylar, what's up? My man, it's been way too long. Casey, TikTok Mom, Texas Cowboy, Ed, Corey, Trader Girl Beth, and Chris, and everybody else. Good morning, traders. Good morning, team. I love you all. Get fired up because today is gonna be an awesome day over on the tube. What's up? Ed's over there, always supporting the stream. We got Clint, my man, El Paris, Jim, Allen, Denise, Phil. Good morning. Oh, that's what is this? Ron, my man. Look at what Ron posted inside of chat. I love it. Look at this. Look at this, Ron, with the hump, with the camel. Hump day! Dude, Ron, I freaking love it. Thank you. Dude, that's awesome. That made my day, seriously. That made my day. Anyway, guys, once again, it is Wednesday, November 10th, 8:56 in the morning. Got a lot to discuss. Options, larger cap plays for the day. Not too much to discuss with, small cap penny stocks. But we do have some nice back burner sleeper plays that could definitely get some activity and some attention towards them and go on some nice moves. And then, where do you guys think the hype is going to be for the day? Where do you guys think the hype's going to be? Right? What's today? What happens today? We don't know what time, but what happens today? Where do you think 80 to 90% of the focus today is going to be? Yeah, definitely the IPO, right? Rivian's IPO. We do not know when it's going to IPO, but I promise you, this is the talk of the town, guys. Everybody's been talking about this for weeks. Everybody. So when this IPOs, where do you think the focus and the volume is going to go? It's going to go to Rivian. RIVN, right? That's the ticker. RIVN. We do not know when it's going live. But I'm going to have it off to the side. And when it goes live, we will know. It's supposed to IPO at $78 per share, right? $78 a share. And then, yes, sympathy, right? Thank you so much, Casey, taking the words right out of my mouth. Sympathy, right? And then Kramer last night even saying, is Rivian even going to compete with Tesla? I'd rather own Ford. And then you have, who else? Kevin O'Leary adding to his Ford position. So yes, GM, Ford, some of these, automakers getting into the EV space, anything EV related, especially with just automakers, definitely maybe see some sympathy, like Casey said, maybe like Ford, General Motors. We'll have to look at Tesla, see what Tesla's doing today. And we'll dive into Tesla. We'll dive into Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, and the SPY. I have a game plan today that I want to share with you guys. Just make sure we're all up to speed. So Amazon owning a big stake. Yeah, it's very, very anticipated, guys. It's very, very anticipated. So let's be honest. When that stock IPOs, that's where 90% of traders are going to go, right? Because that's what 90% of traders are waiting for, and we need to get prepared. So until that happens, we have opportunity in the market, and we need to take advantage of this opportunity in the market, all right? So before we dive into all of that, right, all that crazy stuff, right, let's go ahead and talk about some of our fresh stocks with fresh news and some fresh activity on the day. All right, guys, I posted up the link this morning to our morning stock newsletter. If you guys are not getting our morning stock newsletter, it's absolutely free. Yes, I haven't been sending it out the last couple of weeks. Our server has had some issues because we're redeveloping the server for the new platform that I'm sure you guys heard about last night on TikTok. I dropped a few little sprinkles there, get you guys excited, get you guys fired up as far as what to expect with Alpha Day Trading and the trading community moving forward. And so again, besides that, the morning newsletter hasn't been done the last couple of weeks because the server's been iffy. I was able to actually get access to do it today, so I went ahead and put it together. So we're going to start going over this morning stock newsletter every single day, and if you guys do not get it, I send it out to you absolutely free. All you have to do is just go to alphadaytrading.com, scroll on down. Where's it at? Where's it at? It's somewhere around here. Maybe it's way down here. Yeah, pre-market news and alerts. Now, this is all going to be completely different here in the next month or so. But for now, just scroll all the way to the bottom of the homepage. Pre-market news and alerts. Sign up. Go ahead and put in your email. Put in your name and your all that stuff. And I'll send out an email to you with the morning stock newsletter every single day. So once again, team, good morning and happy hump day. I hope everyone had a fantastic evening and that you guys are fired up for a great day ahead. The market is still not hot as it has been, you know, like 2 weeks ago, right? When we saw a lot of these smaller price stocks, pretty consistent, ripping and running 5, 6, 700% in a day, thinking like, hey, supernova season's here. We got supernova season. Few weeks, maybe a month of this price action, of this movement. It lasted for 3 days. And now we're back into a very, very, very choppy small cap market. I'm honestly not going to be putting too much focus on small cap penny stocks unless there's consistency, unless the market's proving itself, right? Just because something's moving, I'm not just going to be focused and looking to trade it. It's not about the quantity of trades, it's about the quality. And I've been getting a little inconsistent lately with my trading. You know, a couple bad days back to back, not liking the small cap market. Instead of complaining about it, instead of beating a dead horse, trying to get this damn thing to revive and expecting different results, how about I do something completely different? I took that time last night to reflect, to re-strategize, to get more prepared on how I'm going to move forward and adapt to this choppier market. So you're going to see a little bit of a change up on my part with my trading and how I really go about my days and how I'm getting prepared, again, because small caps are not the way they used to be. I'm going to start transitioning more to mid cap, large cap, really getting you guys prepared with options, bringing in an options leader on board to provide alerts to make sure that we're always taking advantage of the markets, of these opportunities. Okay, so market's still not hot. Small caps not hot. We got to sit back. We got to relax. We got to wait for the best opportunity, these A+ setups, and then attack upon those setups, okay, and lock in those profits. Let's get fired up for an awesome day, team. Stocks with news. I'm not going to review every single stock with news because a lot of these stocks really aren't doing all that much. But we have VALN. European Commission approval of advanced purchase agreement for up to 60 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine. There on VALN, right? VALN. It's moving up, right? But it's a very ugly. Look at that daily chart. Ugh, disgusting. Just absolutely horrendous. Right now, it is gapping up a little bit. If you guys want to keep this one on watch, keep it on watch. I personally don't like the daily chart. I'm personally not going to be trading this one. I don't like the way it looks on the daily. I don't like the way it looks here in pre-market. It does not intrigue me, right? It's not something that I really think I can make consistent profit on. But for you guys, right, it does have news, right? VALN, they're announcing European Commission approval for advanced purchase agreement for up to 60 million doses of COVID-19 vaccine. VALN. Support right now is going to be back down. It's so challenging. Just pick a moving average. Pick an EMA. Throw you back down at that 20 EMA, right around like 4183. I mean, it's a challenging chart to really pinpoint key levels. You have room to 53 and then 59, but like I said, not even on my watch list. I think it's a waste of time, and I think there's better opportunity in the market. We have FVRR, shares rallying on Q3 results. That's Fiverr up on earnings. IMBI closing a $93 million acquisition. ML recording their third quarter earnings. DXF announcing transformation of business into metaverse and blockchain industry. There's some hype right now around anything blockchain, anything crypto, anything NFT, anything metaverse. I'm watching DXF just because of the press release and because there's still some hype around these words, metaverse, blockchain, crypto. Definitely watching DXF, and there's news. RNXT, I'm definitely watching this one as well. Potential innovative treatments for pancreatic cancer. So they are dropping a press release in regards to cancer on RNXT. I do like both of these stocks, right? I do like DXF because DXF is a lower float stock. I posted this up in alerts, guys, this morning. So DXF, I was talking about, this stock seems to be pretty choppy on the daily chart. It leaves a lot of upper shadows, but we do have some credible news. Transitioning their business into the metaverse industry, which still has some hype around it at this time. In the past 17 minutes, we were trading 2.5 million shares, and on average, 300,000. That was within 20 minutes of that press release, within 20 minutes of volume moving in. We have high relative volume. It's a low float stock. It's 3 million in float. It has opportunity. We're going to dive into those technicals, guys. All right. And then RNXT, right? RNXT dropping a press release in regards to cancer treatment. It's a 6 million in float stock, and it could definitely be a quick mover today. Right now, it's the #1 penny stock in pre-market. At that point in time when I made this post at 721, currently trading 2 times volume. We'll see what it's trading now. We're slowly selling off at this time. I would not be looking for an entry. The trend is your friend. Do not trade against the trend, right? We have support levels, 804, 746, and then I listed all of the resistance levels as well. Also stating wait for a proper reversal to form off of a level of support before entering a trade. Now let's go look at both of these stocks, because these 2 stocks are the top 2 stocks that I'm watching right out of the gate. Where did the stock come down to? Again, that post was at 721. So at 721, I make the post, right? The price is at 932. Stock comes down to $8, bounces up towards around 977. We have a nice boom, boom, bang, a nice downtrend break. I believe I posted this inside of chat as well. Definitely be watching RNXT for the downtrend break. What happened? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, quick 0.4, pop in the VWAP. Not a bad little scalp, not a bad little trade. Didn't get that big time move like we were expecting, but it's still holding on up. It is now above the downtrend. So while the stock was under the downtrend, we are bearish. Now that we're above the downtrend, we can be considered bullish. Definitely need to get back above 932 on RNXT. Above 932, we have room to 1088. Above 1088, we could see it back up to 1183, right? That's that high right there. Above 1183, 13, and over 13, $14. With support still right now at $8. Anything under $8, we have room down towards around $7.46 on RNXT. Right now, trading high relative volume as well. On average, 1.5 million shares, almost trading 10 million. We have good volume. It's the #1 gapper, 70%, 6 million in float, cancer treatment related news. This is where the focus is right now, right? It's safe to say that every stock that we're going to look at, this is where 70% of the focus is. So that's where our focus should be as well. #1 stock out of the gate. #2 stock out of the gate. Right now, I'm not too crazy about it, but it has potential. It has good news. There's still hype around this whole metaverse idea, right? So anytime a stock drops metaverse-related news, crypto-related news, blockchain, NFT-related news, right? Sometimes we see these stocks move. So right now, it's not doing a whole lot. Just looking at the charts visually doesn't really look all that appealing on DXF. But here's the things that I want to point out. High relative volume. Right? 300,000 shares it normally trades. It's trading 11 million. Heavy volume, high volume. Yeah, right now it doesn't look appealing, but there's a lot of volume. Yeah, it's only up 20%, but at one point it was up 60%, right? It's a low float stock as well, coming in at 3.92 million in float. It's the lowest float stock on the leaderboard with the highest relative volume with a pretty decent press release. All it takes is one pop, one push to the upside to get traders' interest back over to DXF. We have support right around 180. Looking for this to get back above this prior high right there at 204. And we have some good potential up to 241 and then possibly 288. Now, if we ever break over 288, guys, you have a lot of room to 387, right? So DXF, why are we watching it? Great news. I would say great news. I like the news. It intrigues me, so I can only imagine how it intrigues other traders. A high relative volume, low float stock. It has potential. Definitely want to keep this one on watch, guys. Okay? Now we're going to dive into my favorite back burner sleeper plays, guys. Favorite back burner sleepers. We have NEGG, right? NEGG for no reason started popping on Monday into the day. Yesterday did absolutely nothing. But what kind of pattern is this, guys? Whoever guesses it, I'm going to give you a big smooch. What kind of pattern is this? Mid candle, exactly. We have a possible mid candle breakout formation. Again, this was posted this morning here in alert. So let's scroll on down. NEGG is our #1 back burner sleeper play of the day. We are set up for a possible mid candle breakout. Over $17 is where I expect to see the volume move in, pushing the stock back up to Monday's highs of 1984. over on NEGG. Over 17, guys, that's where I expect to see a good amount of volume move in. Support right now on NEGG, I would throw you right back down towards around yesterday's lows of 14.20 and then just $15 natural support. Right now, there's no volume. Right now, there's no interest from traders based on the lack of volume. But it needs to be a back burner play because the second this starts breaking over 18, it could pop just like that to 19.85. It squeezed from $12 to almost $20 in like 30 minutes on Monday. If this one gets that volume and that activity and that interest again, it could squeeze and rip $2-3 before you know it. Number one back burner stock, NEGG. Let's go look at NEGG. What is the float? The float here on NEGG is where's the float? It's not showing the float. It's actually, I don't see a float. Short percentage of the float is 10%, and the short float is 1 million. So it's a 10 million in float stock. That was easy. I don't know why they didn't show the float. Short float is 1 million shares, and the percentage of the float's 10. So that would mean that the float is 10 million. So it's a lower float stock. 10% is currently short as of this. Maybe that's 3 weeks ago since the last time they reported. And yeah, we definitely want to keep this one on watch, right? It's been a high of $80. The 52-week low is 10. So again, we do have some room to the upside. We have a nice mid-candle breakout formation. I definitely think we should keep this one on high watch, guys, all right? PPSI is our number 2 back burner sleeper play of the day. Also setting up for a mid-candle breakout formation. Back above 736 is where I expect to see a good amount of volume move into this stock as well. We have room back to $8.75 and then $10. Right now, support pre-market lows. Right, pre-market low way down there, $6.64. A good level to see this stay above. Definitely want to see PPSI breaking back above that 736. That's where I think we'll see a lot of great volume move in over on PPSI. Pushing the stock back up to $8.75 and $10. It's a 4 million in float stock, right? So it's a low float stock. It could definitely really take on off and start ripping and running. All right, PPSI. I did not post up my PETZ. Let me throw this up in alerts chat real quick. We got a lot of stuff going on in alerts chat today, guys. All right, so next one I want to talk about is going to be PETZ, okay? I'm not a fan of PETZ. I'm not a fan of this stock whatsoever. I'm not, but I want to get you guys prepared. I've been ripping the past couple of days, right? This stock rips. This stock freaking rips. Eventually it sells off, right? You don't want to hold this forever, but the thing moves and it halts and it rips. PETZ has been ripping the past couple of days. Keep the stock on watch over $6, all right? We have room to 734. Honestly, once the stock starts breaking 734, that's when I think it's going to get that next big rip, right? The stock, when it rips like $4 to like 7. It goes from 5 to like 9, right? So here, breaking over 734, I mean, we could easily see this back up to $9 and possibly 10 on PETZ. Why do I not like it? It's too risky. I think it's a risky stock. It's a choppy stock. Yeah, it's volatile, but the damn thing's choppy. Right? I'm trying to stay away from these very inconsistent choppy stocks. You know, I'm really focused on mid-cap, large-cap plays, maybe consistent penny stocks, not these super volatile, right? Stocks that I used to thrive in, right? My strategy is volatility, but my strategy is not volatility with choppiness, right? And a lot of these volatile stocks have just been way too choppy lately. So again, I'm going to adapt to the market. Why continue to trade these choppy penny stocks and lose money when I can put my attention elsewhere? But I still want to get you guys prepared that may have lower accounts, that may only know this market and how to navigate this market. Here's the thing. I've been trading penny stocks for 8 years. This is a brand new market to me, right? This market is not what it was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? For newer traders, this is the only market you guys know. So it's not as hard for you, right? You're already kind of accustomed to this market. You know how to trade this market. For me, I've been trading a consistent penny stock market for years. Now it's choppy and inconsistent. It does make it more challenging. With that being said, I'm taking my focus over to mid-cap, large-cap stocks. That's where I've been doing really, really well lately on equities. Dabbling with some options here coming on up. Obviously, we got our longer-term investments, looking at some decent swing trades coming about as well. But again, for you guys that may have these smaller accounts, may be used to these market conditions, still want to get you guys prepared. PETZ, I don't like it. I think it's risky. But if you guys like it, over $6, it has great potential to $7.34. And I believe once this breaks over $7.34 and $7.50, you're going to see that big time rip and run back up towards around $9 there on PETZ. We also have RNG up off earnings. All right, so RNG does have room to 310. This thing is gapping up big from what, 233, 304 into a strong level of daily resistance right around 310. I mean, I might be looking to take a short off that level for a nice little pullback under 300, maybe back into the 280s and 290s. But technically, you know, if it breaks 310, it has room to 330. Just got to wait for a setup. Calls and puts, long, short, I don't know yet. If I start to see something set up, I could take it long, I could take it short. There's definitely some opportunity with RNG. It's up off earnings. We want to keep this one on watch. Again, ticker RNG. And this stock is 70 million in float. So even though it's a $300 stock, it's only 70 million in float. It could still move. 10% of the float is currently short. 8 million shares short. Nothing crazy. Definitely good opportunity. Calls and or puts, depending on how it sets up. And then lastly, PUBM. PUBM up off earnings as well. This stock has support at 38.21, and PUBM has room up towards around 44.26. This is a 20 million in float stock, 2 million shares short, so nothing crazy, but it's a low float stock as well. This thing can definitely get some action. It has room to 44.26. Very, very strong resistance, guys. But we know that these stocks with good earnings that are gapping up are breaking over these key levels of resistance and continuing to rip to the upside. So with that being said, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see this up to $50 today if we can break over that 44.26 over on PUBM. Right now, support 38.21, and it is a 19 million in float stock, so it could definitely take on off. Recap for our smaller priced, right? RNG, I don't know why RNG is even in this watch list, but it's here. So anyway, recap, all right? We have DXF, fresh stock with fresh news. RNXT, fresh stock with fresh news. Top two stocks we're watching out of the gate. NEGG, number one back burner play for the mid-candle breakout. PPSI, number two back burner sleeper play for a possible mid-candle breakout. We also have PETZ, very volatile stock, low float, likes to pop, likes to rip, likes to run, $3-4 at a time. I think it's risky. I don't like how it moves. I don't like the choppiness. But for you guys that like that, you guys have PETZ, $6 support, breaking over $7.34 to $7.50. Boom! You can see it up towards around $9 there on PETZ. And then we also have RNG up off earnings and PUBM up on earnings as well. Main stocks that we're going to be watching, that is like more of my equities watch list, right? So when I say small price, I didn't mean to say small price. I meant to say that's more of my equities watch list. Couple things that I want to talk about, right? Looking at the SPY, okay? The SPY, it's overextended. It needs to pull back. But the only reason the SPY is going to pull back is if what? Someone tell me. Why does the SPY go up? Why does the SPY go down? Anybody know? Bitcoin's at 69. Get out of here. Bitcoin's not at 69. Is it really? Someone verify that. Is Bitcoin right now at 69K? Because if it is, we're going to watch crypto-related stocks. Fuck yeah, it is. I'm sorry, it is. Because BTBT's up, Riot's up, MARA is up, SOS is live now. Looks like the news wasn't all that great. It's at 151, and I have calls on SOS. That's great. Crypto's flying. So again, what drives the SPY up and down? It's not the Fed, guys. It's not the Fed. What drives the SPY up? What drives the SPY down? Come on, think. It's an ETF, an exchange-traded fund. We had a lesson on this last week. What is an exchange-traded fund? We even talked with Kenneth yesterday. What is an ETF? The SPY is an ETF. The SPY, the spider, it's an ETF. What makes it go up? What makes it go down? Come on, guys. You know this. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. Who's got the answer? Stocks. Exactly. The holdings, right? The S&P 500, there's stocks that are allocated, right? It's like a basket of stocks in this ETF. If you don't want to just buy Apple and Microsoft and Amazon and Facebook and Google and Tesla and Nvidia, right, individually, you can go buy the SPY. So if those stocks do good, the SPY does good, right? Those stocks do bad, SPY do bad, right? Keep it simple, stupid. So if we're looking at the SPY, we also need to be considerate about the top holdings on the SPY. That's going to be Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Alphabet, and Tesla and Nvidia. I'm actually personally watching Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple, because these stocks have been tearing. Apple hasn't, but Nvidia's been tearing. Microsoft's been tearing to the upside, and Tesla's been tearing to the upside, and these make up, right, the top 10 holdings, 27% of the S&P, of the weight. So if these 5 stocks, these stocks that you see right here, if all of these are doing bad and dumping, the SPY's dumping. If a lot of these stocks are doing great, the SPY's going to be doing great as well. But I am looking at the S&P as far as the technicals, right? And we need to pull back. It definitely needs to pull back, guys, right? We're overextended. We have room back down to 462. We have room back down to that prior high of 435, man. I mean, we just shot straight up, right? Straight up. We need a slight correction. We need a slight pullback. So I'm looking at the SPY. The SPY below 467.33, I see it having room to 462, right? But again, it's not like the SPY is going to dictate the market. These other stocks are going to dictate what the SPY does. It looks bearish on the SPY, right? It looks like we have room to the downside, but let's go look at some of these stocks. Tesla is at a key level of support. Microsoft, key level of support. Nvidia, key level of support. And even Apple is at a key level of support. So if Apple bounces off 150 and grinds higher, right, that's going to help the SPY move up. If Nvidia does not crack below 293 and it bounces back above 300 today, that helps the SPY move higher. Microsoft right at 334.22 support. If we bounce off support, SPY moves higher. Tesla right at $1,000. If Tesla bounces today at $1,000, SPY moves higher. So with that being said, if you're watching the SPY, right, you're thinking about puts, watch Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple. That's really going to dictate, in my opinion, right, what the SPY does. So with that being said, why did the SPY have a red day? Look at Tesla yesterday. Look at Microsoft yesterday. Look at Nvidia yesterday, right? Now go look at the SPY. Why did it have a red day? Why did it have a red day, right? That's why. So if we bounce off these key levels on these, say 4 stocks, you can go look at some of the other stocks like Google and Berkshire Hathaway's in there and stuff like that. But these are the 4 ones that I'm focused on. We see a bounce off support, and all 4 of these stocks are right at support. We could go long on the SPY for calls today, right? And play the momentum to the upside for a maybe 1-day bounce before we topple back down. But if Tesla cracks 1,000, if Microsoft cracks below 334, if Nvidia cracks below that 290, and if Apple cracks below 149.75, don't try and go long on the SPY, right? Play the SPY puts. Play it to the downside. Again, I think the SPY has room to 462 as long as it stays below 467.33. Okay, so that's kind of my game plan. I'm focused on Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia, Apple. I will trade these individual stocks. They all are at sweet levels for like calls, puts, longs, and shorts, but also getting involved with the SPY because we see a lot of volatility and a lot of movement with those 4 stocks. We could see some volatility and movement with the SPY, and guess what is today? It's Wednesday. What do we have on Wednesdays for the SPY? Right? What do we have on Wednesdays for the SPY? We have expirations, right? The contracts expire. So number 1, they're cheap. Number 2, they are volatile. You can buy a lot more of them. You can make more returns. They move quicker. They're faster because they expire today. So we do have contracts that expire today on the SPY, which again, you can make more money if you're on the right side of the trade on these daily expirations. So with that being said, that's my focus for some of these larger priced plays, some of these large cap stocks. I do want to be watching Roblox. Roblox off earnings, absolutely insane, hitting highs of 110.94. I want to see if Roblox has more juice in it, right? I want to see if it bounces off 100 and shoots back up to 110, right? I'm just curious. I want to watch it. There's a lot of volume here. There's a lot of focus with RBLX. Again, this stock from what, $78 to 110 in 24 hours? That's a big gap up. It squeezed yesterday. Great buying volume. It's still moving to the upside. There's a lot of momentum. Would I try and short this? Fuck no. Absolutely not. Definitely looking to see where we can hold above support, though, for a possible move back up to yesterday's highs of 110 on RBLX. Okay? And then DASH with earnings last night. So the worst earnings, right? We had Coin, worse than expected earnings, gapping down on Coin. What else did we have last night with earnings? We had Upstart, UPST, not the best earnings, gapping down substantially. Honestly, UPST has more room to fall to the downside. NEO had earnings. It's flat. Dash had good earnings. This one is up substantially from around, what, it hit a low of 174. It's up at 241. I want to keep Dash, D-A-S-H, on watch above this 218 level. Above 218, she's got room back to 241. Over 241 has room back to 254. So I'm watching DASH for a leg higher today off those good earnings. Obviously, I said I'm watching Tesla, Microsoft, NVIDIA, and Apple in the reasonings why. As far as entries and exits, support levels, what we're looking for, which is going to dictate how we can move forward and trade profitably. Can't even talk right now. On the SPY and then Rivian, right? RIVN IPO today. Right now, guys, we have attention on DXF. We have opportunity. We have opportunity on RNXT. We have opportunity on NEGG, PPSI, right? RNG, PUMB, PETZ. Everything that we talked about, there's opportunity. But when RIVN goes live, that volume's going to leave. Volume's going to leave DXF. Volume's going to leave RNXT, NEGG, if there's volume. And where's it going, guys? RIVN. That's where it's going to go. So, you see the opportunity in front of you, and it's a good opportunity. Take advantage of it. Make some money, right? When RIVN goes live, sit more on the sidelines with some of these other stocks. I think we're going to see all that focus, a good majority of that focus, go to RIVN. So if you're looking to trade RNXT and wondering, why is this thing not moving? Why is it choppy? Why is it inconsistent? Because that's not where the focus is. The focus most likely will be with RIVN because that is the talk of the town. Everybody's been waiting for this. We'll have to see what happens, guys. Okay, so that is my watch list. That's how I'm getting prepared for the day. Tesla, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Apple, looking to see what these do the first 10 to 15 minutes, which is going to dictate what we could look for on the SPY. Looking at DASH. Looking at DASH off earnings and looking at RBLX for more momentum to push this stock higher today as it had earnings Monday night as well. Top two stocks that had news today that have potential: DXF, metaverse related news; RNXT, cancer related news. Both of these stocks showing decent potential. NEGG mid-candle breakout, PPSI mid-candle breakout, RNG off earnings, PUBM off earnings, and PETZ, the risky stock that I don't like, but definitely has potential to pop $2 to the upside once it breaks over 734. Woo! My goodness. That was a lot, but we did good. 30 minutes, crushed it. Thorough. My guys, my girls. You guys are prepared, right? You guys prepared? You guys prepared? You guys ready for the day? I bet you guys are, because guess what? I'm prepared and I'm ready for the day. So let's have some fun. Let's make it happen, guys. We got about a minute to go. And then last but not least, crypto-related stocks, right? NARA, RIOT, BT, mwah, beautiful. What's up with SOS? All right, so what happened with SOS? Fucking offering. F you, SOS. So SOS offering, that's bukkake. It's okay though, because I have BITO calls on BITO, which I'm getting ready to go in the money on those. I have calls on BTBT, which I'm in the money on those, and then I think I have BTCM calls as well. So again, SOS, I don't even care. Everything else is doing phenomenal. 25 seconds to go. We're watching our crypto portfolio today. All right, we're watching crypto-related stocks today. We have a nice intraday watch list. We have a nice options watch list, and we're set, and we're ready to rock and roll, guys. Let's make it happen. Let's have a fun day. Let's crush this hump day, baby. Let's crush this hump day. And the market's open, baby. Let's go. The market is open. Let's have a fun day, guys. Can limit orders be placed before? They cannot. Nope. It's got to go live first. It's actually got to start trading. So, no. You cannot put limit orders in. Because the ticker's not even, it's not even live yet. You got to have, I'm pretty sure you're going to have the first order to go through. hit that order book. Now you have something on the order book to place limit orders around. I don't think you can. Again, we'll have to look into that. I don't think we can, though. Crypto's flying. Fantastic. I love it. Did I miss anything, guys? I want to make sure I didn't miss anything from you. Rivian, Sympathy, thank you. Amazon owns a big stake. Yes. Casey looking at Lucid and XPEV as well. Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Earnings tonight, guys. Earnings tonight. We do have SoFi, SOFI, Walt Disney, DIS, Wish, Affirm, Open Door, Beyond Meats. Earnings tonight. Earnings calendar is posted in options chats, okay? But yes, we do have options tonight. Not options, but we have earnings tonight as well. So thank you for that. BITO, we're watching BITO, absolutely. The Bitcoin ETF. It's pending. Okay, cool. Cool. That's good to know, guys. I didn't think you could. Like, honestly, I didn't think you could because we don't have anything active yet as far as buys and sells. So that's good to know. Appreciate it. Right now, let me get logged into Lightspeed real quick. I'm not even logged in. What? That's usually the first thing you do, Josh. I know, but now it's not even the first thing that I do. I could care less. I could care less about my account being open. Because right now, it's not about the account being open. It's about good trades, not over trading. About quality over quantity. Right? I've been getting a little aggressive lately. And it's okay to be aggressive, but you got to moderate the aggressiveness. So that's what I'm doing. Right now, RNXT was that #1 stock out of the gate, guys. Above 932, potential to 1088. Above 932, potential to 1088. Watch PPSI. If you guys like, PPSI, like some hot stocks, watch PPSI. Breaking above that 750, it's going to pop. Tesla cracking down a little bit. Microsoft cracking down. Nvidia and Apple. All red. Look at that. What's the SPY doing? SPY's moving down hard as well, guys. Right now, wait. Right? Could be just a quick little panic sell right out of the gate. It could easily go red to green, and you could see a bounce today. Don't chase this right now. Don't chase it. It's already dropped pretty hard. Tesla's already dropped for 20 points. Microsoft already dropped 2 points. 5 points on Nvidia. Apple's already dropped quite a bit as well, guys. So right now, like I said, right, if we're cracking these levels of support and we're staying below these levels of support, play the puts on Apple, play the puts on Nvidia, play the puts on Microsoft, play the puts on Tesla, and absolutely play those puts on the SPY. If you want to keep it simple and not have puts on all 4 of those and you just want to play one, the ETF, the SPY, you can play puts down to 462 today, 463, and still make a good amount of money on SPY puts, and you don't have to focus about Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft, Tesla. As long as those are staying below that level of support, new resistance, and still in a downtrend, just play the selling momentum down to 462, 463 on the SPY. Make it easy. Make it easy, guys. Dash could easily bounce right here at 209. I'd like to see a nice bounce here on Dash at 209. I mean, nice sell-off, decreasing volume right down into that key level of support. Could easily see a nice little red to green move here on DASH. I would put my stops under like that 209 level on Dash. I'm not in yet, but I like the fact that we're decreasing on volume. We bounced beautifully right off that 209. We could see it back up at 223, guys. I would take, $5 of risk to make $10 of risk on Dash, and the earnings were good too. Gapping up, it's just selling off a little bit, which is common, but definitely could easily see a nice little red to green move. We've lost a lot of volume as the stocks pulled back. Nice little shadow there, right around 210 on DASH, showing we have buying pressure right there around 209 to 210. I would take this for a quick little bounce play here. Still not in yet on Dash, though. I'm still not in. Still waiting. I'll take a starter here on DASH. I like the potential that it shows for a quick little, maybe a quick little scalp. Quick little pop on up here for a little bit of a red to green move on Dash. The earnings were good. I think it has some strength to the upside. Came down beautifully to that 210 and bounced. decreasing volume. Now it just takes one little little pop back up to like 220. Lock in some profits. I mean, I'm okay with the entry. Was it the best entry? No. But was it a good entry? Yes. I mean, the best entry was at 210. I got in at 213. The best entry was down there at, and I'm going to go ahead and take a quick little scalp, guys. I'm going to take a quick $100 on the day. Base hit's a base hit. Getting sick and tired of taking large size out of the gate, getting chopped out, being down $500, and it just already aggravating me. So I'll take that quick 103 on Dash. It was 50 shares. I got it for $2 real quick. Nothing to be super stoked about, but profit is profit. I'll take it. Nice little red to green move possibility. Nice bounce off that spiking high. That was a decent little trade. Wait for the pullback. Today's lesson, guys, is on the top 3 long strategies, and one of those is going to be how to trade a pullback. So right now, trade the pullback on RNXT, right? You can see it back down at that 932. Like I said, over 932, the thing's going to pop, right? It just broke over 932 and it popped over $1. Right now, PPSI. Seriously, guys, PPSI. Do not forget about this one. This stock rips. This stock runs and it halts, right? PPSI's done this the last 2 days, right? The other day it was around noon, ripped. Yesterday, it was out of the gate, ripped. Keep PPSI on watch. Keep PETZ on watch as well, right? PETZ on watch as well. Both of these stocks out of the gate have popped, right? So PETZ normally starts popping. This one over 734. It'll definitely get some action towards it. PPSI was our mid-candle breakout formation, over $7.40. This one could definitely start picking up a lot of volume. Look at PPSI, guys. It's starting to get some volume here. Mid-candle breakout, engaged. Let's go. All right, so do not forget about PPSI, mid-candle breakout, NEGG. Don't forget about this one for a possible mid-candle breakout either, but right now, PPSI looks the best, and it shows the best potential for that mid-candle breakout, guys. DXF over 180 still looks good. I would be waiting on DXF over 2, just to let it prove itself. I'd be waiting for DXF to get over 204, and actually hold. I would still be waiting for a pullback on RNXT. I mean, we're not in a momentum market. Stocks aren't really just moving off momentum. They're more choppy. So would I take a momentum trade like right now on RNXT? No, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. So that being said, I'd be either A, looking for a pullback down towards that 930, 950 level, or B, let this thing prove itself over 1088 and then grab an entry over 1088, right? It proved itself over 932. It proves itself over 1088. You could take it long to $13. And right now, guys, PPSI, again, this one's at 714 right now, right? It stayed above 664 support, right? We were talking about this morning. This is why we do preparation. It stayed above 664 support. It's already starting to see some nice volume move in. Again, over 740 to 750. That's where I believe a lot of volume is going to start really moving in, pushing this back up to 875 and $10, guys. All right? Don't forget about PPSI. Mid-candle breakout formation, starting to get volume. This is why we were prepared this morning. I hope you guys are taking advantage of that opportunity. So again, this is why we're not chasing these shorts. We're not chasing these puts, right? Just because we saw Tesla cracking, just because we saw Microsoft cracking, Nvidia cracking, and Apple cracking, does not mean we're going to chase the puts. Wait 10 to 15 minutes on options. Wait 10 to 15 minutes. Apple's still moving lower. Nvidia's back up, bouncing. Microsoft's still moving lower. And Tesla's bouncing. Once we start to see Tesla and Nvidia curl back over, maybe we can see the SPY take some more heat to the downside as well. Okay, guys? So make sure you're prepared. If you're looking at SPY puts, I would wait to see Tesla look a little weak and maybe look to see Nvidia a little weak as well. Microsoft to remain weak, still in this downtrend, and Apple to remain weak in this downtrend as well. You could definitely start to lock in some profits there on some SPY puts. How's Roblox doing today? RBLX, nothing yet. Rivian's still not live. Dash. Oh, that was a solid red to green move, guys. That was a nice little bounce. I'll take the $100. Could I have made more? Absolutely, but hey, that was a damn good trade. Am I getting into PPSI? No, I'm not in. And I do want to clarify this, guys, right? Just because I'm not in a trade doesn't make it a bad trade. It doesn't. Just because I'm not trading doesn't mean that you guys can't take these trades if it's your edge, if it's your strategy. Here's the thing that I've been doing. I realized this last night. Is if I say, hey, this is a good trade, right? It's a great trade. I like it, blah, 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 blah. I trade it. I trade it all the time. I put my money where my mouth is. But here's the thing, guys. I'll trade 10 times a day. I trade 10 different tickers because I'm trading everything I say. All of these aren't my edge. Right? Not every single trade I call out is my freaking edge. What works for me? It could be your edge. That's why I'm calling them out. Right? Maybe a bull flag's your edge. I'm going to call it out. Support, resistance, levels, criteria. Maybe a mid-candle breakout. You thrive with those. I'm going to call it out. Reversals. I'm going to call it out. Dip buys. I'm going to call them out. Just because I call it out, right, doesn't mean I'm going to trade it. That's what I've been doing lately. I've been trading everything. And that's not how it should be. I think my mindset is you guys expect me to be in trades. If I'm not in a trade, you're like, what's going on? What's going on with Josh right now? He's not in a trade. Why is he calling these things out, but he's not in a trade? What? That's not how it works, guys. Right? That's what I've been doing. I've just been trading to be in a trade because I feel like I have to be in a trade because I'm live streaming and I'm trading. That's not it. I'll be the first to say, sometimes the best trade's no trade. Sometimes you're not going to see me trade because I don't need to trade every single day. I don't need to trade every single stock that I call out. That's not my edge. I'm here to work with you guys. I'm here to help you guys. I'm going to call these things out so you guys can take advantage of these opportunities if they're your edge. But if you don't see me in a trade, it doesn't make it a bad trade. It means that I'm being disciplined, I'm being patient, and I'm waiting for my opportunities. But I'm here for you guys. 90% of my focus is you, 10% is me. If I'm not in a trade, don't think that I just don't want to trade. It's because it's not my setup. It's not my edge. It's not a trade that I want to take. And that's what I've been doing lately. It's just trading to trade, to be in a trade because I'm streaming my trades and I feel like there's expectations that I have to be in a trade. In reality, I shouldn't just be trading a trade, guys. And I think that's where I've been going wrong lately. It's just trading the trade to be in a trade because I'm streaming my trades. I hope that makes sense, right? That's what I've kind of thought about last night when I sat back and I reflected on everything. Why am I performing bad? I think that's why. And so I'm going to start making some changes, guys, with how I go about my personal trading. So RNXT has a lot of great potential. PPSI has a lot of great potential as well. DXF never really confirmed. RNXT over that 932, guys, was a great trade. You would have literally taken no heat on that as well. Why do I say no heat, right? Because look, once it broke above, it came right back down to like 927, maybe like 3 cents a heat, but little to no heat here on RNXT over that 932, 934. No, IPOs normally don't have options out of the gate, right? The only time you have an option is if someone owns the shares and they write a contract. Typically, it takes a little bit of time. Typically, you don't have options right out of the gate on IPOs. Rivian's not live yet. Rivian is not live yet. Trust me, guys, I'm watching it. Because once Rivian goes live, that's where the opportunity goes. Once Rivian goes live, that's where the opportunity goes, guys. So, yeah. I'm definitely watching it. Tesla. I think you're gonna start curling over here, guys. If you're long on Tesla, if you have calls on Tesla, I would consider going risk-free. Lock in profit, go risk-free. Because right now, I do believe you're gonna see a rejection off 1040, 1050, a rejection. And we're gonna see a little bit of a pullback here coming on up on Tesla. So if you're long on this one, consider going risk-free, taking profit. I mean, shit, you guys would be up 30, 40 points on it. Take some profits, guys. It looks like it's going to topple over. Microsoft looks like good puts right now, guys. Microsoft looks like really good puts. Stops over VWAP. So if Microsoft breaks back above VWAP, that's your stop. Right now, cracking a new low a day. I like the puts on Microsoft, guys. I like puts. I like the short. You could definitely, again, put stops over the VWAP. And your next target, once we crack low of day here, that would be your confirmation, would be a low of day crack. You can take this down to like 329.45. You can take it down to like 329.45 on Microsoft. NVIDIA, you know, we're seeing a rejection off of yesterday's lows. Now, if NVIDIA breaks over yesterday's lows, you'll see NVIDIA up towards around yesterday's close, which would be 306. So if we do break 300, you'll see a quick pop, probably to 306. But I still think we're going to see it red today. You know, something just, that gut feeling, right? Something tells me that NVIDIA is going to go red today. We're just seeing a little pop out of the gate. You know, Microsoft still looks good to the short side. I think we should still see that. I do think Tesla, you know, if we get that 1040, 1050 rejection, which right now it's squeezing on up, we'll have to see. We'll have to be patient. But right now, we do see the SPY moving higher as well. So I still do think we see a little bit of a red day. Maybe just some buying right out of the gate, right? Back up to some key levels of resistance, and then maybe look for some shorts here, guys. Again, we're about 16 minutes into the market, right? Usually I'm not trading options the first 10 to 15 anyway, right? Because we want to let the chop happen, right? Is it going to dump? Is it a red to green move? Or are we going to rally? What's going to happen? Now we can see Tesla in a nice little uptrend. For now, Microsoft still looks bearish. NVIDIA, nice little uptrend, but again, 300 resistance. We're just waiting, right? That's all we're really doing right now is just waiting. RIVN. And again, normally these streams are going to be from 9 to 9:45. 9 to 9:45 free here over on YouTube. I will be posting the interview with Kenneth from yesterday, guys. For those of you that are in chat, I posted the interview with Kenneth and I inside of the video lessons library. But over on YouTube, here today, tomorrow, this week, definitely, I will have the interview with Kenneth and I up on YouTube. If you guys missed that, you can check it out. If you weren't able to listen to the whole thing, you can definitely check it out as well and finish where you left off. So again, it was a little over an hour. That'll be uploaded on YouTube this evening, so feel free to check that out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, for those of you trading RNXT, congratulations. Even if you missed the 932, what did I say? Over 1088? That's another area where it's going to take off. What happened? 1088, 1188. That's a dollar move to the upside. Congratulations, traders. Those of you that were prepared and ready to go. Nothing yet with NEGG. We're still watching PPSI to get that volume for the mid-candle breakout. Congratulations to anybody who took that quick bounce play with me on Dash. I made a quick $100. It's something in the first 20 minutes of the day. I don't know anybody else making $100 in 20 minutes. And then congratulations to anybody else that may have caught some of these option plays of the day. Personally, I suggest waiting 10 to 15 minutes before getting involved with options, letting things settle down and really getting an idea of where these particular stocks are going for the day, where we have better odds of them going. And then I'm just attacking, right? Then just attacking. So with that being said, guys, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you can email me anytime, josh@alphadaytrading.com. Until next time, baby, happy and safe trading. Congratulations if you locked in some quick profits this morning, especially over on RNXT. I'm proud of you guys. Keep up the good work, and I will see you tomorrow over on TikTok, 8:30, and then here on YouTube right around 8:45 as we kick off our Thursday trading. If you guys need anything, again, josh@alphadaytrading.com. Shoot me an email. I am always here to help. All right, guys. 10:10, fantastic. 10:10 Eastern Standard Time. TD article says Rivian, 10:10. Well, guys, we have 20 minutes to keep making money on RNXT. We got 20 minutes for PPSI to break on out. until the focus is elsewhere. So right now for you guys, I mean, the opportunities are in XT. Today's lesson is top 3 long setups, right? One of those is going to be the pullback, right? One of my top 3 long strategies. Super easy stuff. Buying off support. You already know where you're taking profit. Easy stuff is the pullback. So right now, wait for that 1088 pullback. Wait for the 1075 pullback. Look to make an entry off the pullback. Nice tight stops, and you're looking to take it back up to $12 here on RNXT, right? So again, if we're looking at RNXT here, let's go ahead and grab our handy dandy paint tool, right? Not all the time, but most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time, when a stock breaks over a level of resistance, right, it'll pull back and hold as new support, and it will bounce and move higher. Right? So you could literally, easy stuff, RNXT, mark up your prior level of resistance, right? Wait for the stock to come back down. You could look to be a buyer. Where's your target? Prior high, take it back up, right? You can sell half right there. If the stock breaks out, goes to 13, you could sell another half of your half, right? You could scale out, and you could literally just put your stops nice and tight below that level, right? You could be looking to make, what? $1 a share here. Right here is about $1. Put your stop at 50 cents. Set it 2-to-1 minimum, right? Look to trade the pullback. Here's another cool thing about RNXT. What else do you notice about RNXT right now? Besides pulling back into that prior high, right? 0.1 of the trend line, 0.2, maybe a 0.3. So not only do you have a pullback entry, you also have an entry off the 3rd point of the trend line, making this a potential 80-20 setup. RNXT. It never pulled back all the way down, so you just don't get them all the time. But you guys get the idea. When they do pull back to these levels, right, definitely take those trades. Right now, there's definitely a good amount of momentum with RNXT, so it may not pull back to those highs completely. So right now, $13 is your next target. This thing has a lot of action to it. Lot of action. SPY just cracked out of what could have been a rising wedge, but let's go look at Tesla. Tesla starting to topple over here a little bit. Took a little heat over 1050, but 1040 to 1050 resistance. Microsoft still falling. If you guys grab puts, right on. Nvidia losing momentum. Looks like it's going to topple over. And Apple, I'm still not convinced. Right now, guys, it may be an okay time, especially if the SPY doesn't put in a higher high. It may be a good time to go ahead and buy some puts. All right, and this is what I'm looking at over on the SPY. So the SPY was in a nice little rising wedge formation. It cracked out of the wedge. If it hits that trend line, right, does not put in a higher high, it hits the trend line and it starts to topple over, you could look to grab some puts and take this for a nice reversal on down. So again, you have a crack out of this wedge. As long as it does not put in a higher high here, as long as it rejects off that trend line right there and cracks that prior low, you could be looking to take some puts back down the low a day and then those lower targets that we had talked about. Again, it cannot put in a higher high, number one. Number two, it's got to break below that low. Those are your confirmations, right? Cracks below this low, guess where you put stops? You put stops over high a day, right? Boom, that red line, those are stops. Green line, potential entries. Target, down there. Honestly, that's a first target. Second target, again, you're looking at these other targets that we had, 462, 463. Again, you just don't know. You got to wait for the confirmation. This one could still be trending higher. It's still technically in an uptrend, right? That's why we have to wait for those confirmations. I wasn't saying buy it right now, right? Building a plan with you guys, right? If it would have cracked below 466, guess what? Confirmed puts. We know where our stop is, 466.60. We know where our target is, 465.30, right? So again, building those plans with you. Right now, we never had confirmation on SPY. It's still grinding to the upside. Now we wait. We continue to build plans and wait for the best of the best setups. Could the SPY be breaking out of a falling wedge from yesterday? Let's throw this on a higher time frame and see. Maybe throw up a picture because I'm not seeing what you're seeing. What time frame? I mean, all I see is a double bottom off post market, right? I just see, you know, coming down to that 465-ish support, a little bit of a double bottom. Let me throw it on maybe like a lower time frame here and see if I can kind of hone in on that. 15-minute chart. Not really seeing a falling wedge from yesterday, so I'm not sure. Maybe my eyes aren't working today. Maybe my eyes aren't working. I mean, you can connect a trend line from yesterday's high and run it, right? And yeah, I guess I can kind of see that. I can see that, Corey. Yeah, I see what you're seeing. We're good. You know, it could be. You know, it definitely could be. It is breaking that trend line, but I'm still looking at that 467.33, right? That was yesterday's close, 467.33. That's the level I'm looking at. So I'm not too convinced that this one's going to continue moving to the upside until we break and hold over 467.33. If we can, back to 469, 470. But if we fail that level here, I still think we should pull back a little bit. I still think we have more room to pull back on the SPY. We'll have to see, though. Nvidia's looking a little top heavy right now. Tesla's 50-50, top heavy or flag, but definitely Nvidia looking a little top heavy. Tesla's, again, 50-50. The momentum stock. This thing could squeeze all the way back up today. Rivian will start at 78. Yep, Rivian will start at 78 bucks today, guys. It was supposed to open at what, like 62, 64, but now 78. We'll see how that one goes. Get ready on PPSI. PPSI may be breaking that 740 here very, very soon. Crypto-related stocks, okay. Not too shabby. Some of these crypto-related stocks. Get ready, guys. Right now, PPSI, it's got the volume. I think it's going to start breaking out here on PPSI. I definitely think it's going to start breaking out here on PPSI. We definitely need to maybe think about starting, you know, building some positions for this mid-candle. Again, this one could definitely get back up to like 10 bucks. So, you know, break over 740. I'll start a position here on PPSI. Again, I'm changing the way I trade. I'm not going all in, scale out, scale in, scale out. And right now, again, that 728-ish, 740, holding above that level, actually holding above that level. There's some good opportunity for the mid-candle here on PPSI. Again, back up to yesterday's high of $9. I mean, you're still talking, you know, potentially $2 to the upside. And if it's a true mid-candle breakout, $10, and then potentially $12. If it's a true mid-candle breakout on PPSI. Red and green. I traded PPSI 2 days ago and sold it at 1050. And do I have to wait a month to trade again to avoid a wash sale? No, you're a day trader. As long as you meet the criteria as a active day trader, which I believe is like 15 or 20 trades per quarter. Maybe it's 30 to 40 trades a quarter. I don't know what the exact is, but as long as you trade over a certain minimum, right? As like day trades, right? You don't have a wash sale that you have to worry about. You're just capital gains. You can trade the same stock 1 billion times, right? But as long as you meet that criteria, right, you're considered to be an active day trader. You do not have any wash sale, anything to worry about there. Absolutely red and green. Absolutely. So, still looking. You know, SPY's still grinding on up here. Not a bad little move. It's still down a little bit. Still down a little bit. But the main key level that we got to look at is yesterday's close, guys. I mean, every now and then when you have a stock gap down, what does it sometimes do? It pops up, right, out of the gate, rejects off the prior day's close, and then moves lower. So we're still not in the clear yet, guys. Still not in the clear. But we are seeing some nice action to the upside. I still don't think we're in the clear. We're only 30 minutes into the market. Rivian may open here in the next 9 minutes. Roblox isn't doing a lot today for us. Dash was a nice little dip buy opportunity that I took. Nothing with DXF. You had a nice little bounce play opportunity there over on RNXT off the prior highs. I'm curious to see where Bitcoin's at right now. Car is dead. What caused the Coinbase aftermarket sell-off? Earnings. Just slightly, missed, expectations, and, negative reaction to that on coin. It was earnings. And again, how come I haven't taken calls or puts on anything? Because again, I'm waiting to see what the market does, right? I'm waiting to see really where the market's going, right? It's 32 minutes into the day. If you grab the call on the SPY, good job. Congratulations. You nailed it, right? Corey strategy, the orb, the opening range breakout, taking a trade, making some great cash. I'm looking for a bigger move. I'm looking for a bigger, like, $4 move, right? So I'm just waiting. Me personally, if I'm going to grab, equities or calls and puts, I'm looking for a bigger move on the SPY, right? Still looking for a crack below low a day. I think we have room to 462. That's a decent little move, right? You're talking that's $3 to the downside. So that's what I'm looking at is, bigger picture moves that have some good, opportunity. So that's why I haven't traded anything yet on these. The only one I took was Dash. So again, this is going to be in our lesson today, guys. Trading the pullback, right? If you missed a breakout, if you missed that 1068, 1075, whatever, right? The breakout that we said, hey, once it breaks, it's going to take on off, and it did. If you missed the breakout, you could literally just wait for a pullback, right? Stock pulls back, prior high, prior resistance, new support. You could have been making your entries at 1075. Boom, you almost got $1 a share out of that bounce in like 10 minutes. So that is going to be... Honestly, I adjusted my memory settings, and my TD is fine. Chris, I didn't realize I was screwing up my memory settings. There's a way to do your memory settings on TD. My TD is freaking fantastic today. I adjusted my memory settings, and everything's fantastic. So I may just tell you what I set my memory settings at. Maybe that helps you. So this is what TD told me, because I sent over a request the other day. I was chatting with them. I was chatting with support. Yeah, I want to close. Let's go support. Maybe it's still here. Okay, yeah. So this is what they said. There's going to be a trade-off between performance and the number of detached windows loaded. One aspect to change, I know you're already adjusted, is your memory settings. So what they're saying is if you have 16 gigabytes of RAM on your computer, a good configuration in your memory settings would be the minimum of 1024. You know how to get to the memory settings, right? Before you log in, you just go to the little gear icon. You can change the memory settings. They say a low of 1024 and a high of 4069 or 5K, right? So set the range. I didn't realize it was a range of low to high, minimum to max. I didn't know it was a range. I thought there were two different things. So I always had mine on the lower side, which was laggy. I have like 50 gigs of RAM. So I went a low of 1024 and I did a max of like 10,000. And since I've done that, it's balanced beautifully. It's not laggy. My computer's not screaming. Because when I had the max all the way down, right at 2K, or 2,000 or 2 megabytes, it was laggy. So do that. Change it to 1024. Depending on the RAM that you have, if you have 16 gigs of RAM, change it to like 5 or 6,000 on the max side. And that's helped me a lot today. So, and I know it's helping because anytime you get those little drop downs, right? Like if I close this out, you see those little drop downs that pop down, right? Usually those are like right now they're smooth. So I can tell that it's actually working pretty good. Right now, RNXT, no reason to touch this. Throw a downtrend on the bad boy and wait for a setup. How you guys doing today? Corey's already making some cash. Good job, Corey. Good job, Corey. Anybody else locking in some quick, easy profits? And look at how look at how choppy RNXT is. See, this is my me backing up my claims. Why did that just happen? That makes no sense. Seriously, that kind of price action doesn't make a lot of sense. Chris? Yes or no? What do you think? That quick dump, right? That quick little dump, it looked like it was going to crack, move lower, and then just out of nowhere, boom, it rips to the upside. Does that price action really make sense? That doesn't make sense to me. It seemed random. That move right there, that 1 minute candle seems really random to me. Like, I don't know. That's what I guess I'm getting at when I say I'm taking my focus from, small cap penny stocks to more mid cap and large cap. These moves seem random, right? That seemed really random to me. Why did it pop from 1068 to 1250 and just in one candle when it properly rejected the downtrend? I don't know. It just seemed random. Just to me, it seems more random. I don't know if I'm just clouded or what, but again, it doesn't seem consistent is all. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Again, and I've noticed that a lot. Every day I've been like, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this. It just seems like, again, that consistency is off a little bit. Times are changing, baby. Times are changing. Wade said, it doesn't make sense, right? Market conditions are a little weird lately, but I made 10% on it, so I'll take it. Good job. Good job. That's what I'm talking about, guys. I got to stop with the whole it doesn't make sense thing, right? Because for newer traders, this is the only market you know. This is the market you learn in, right? To me, it's not the market I know. It doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going to quit saying it. I'm just going to do me, right? I'm going to look at my stocks, my setups. I'm going to trade based on me reflecting on what's going wrong lately. And you guys already know my plan and how I'm adjusting. So from now on, it makes perfect sense, right? Buy the fucking dip. Excuse my language. BFD, right? Buy BFD, buy fucking dip. That's the new saying with Alpha Day Trading is BTFD, buy the fucking dip. So good job, Wade, making 10% on it. Got Rod making 635 on Nvidia. We got Red and Green making almost $1,000 on EVGO. Good stuff. Get the chips. I love the dip. Ah, dude, Skylar. Happy to have you back here, buddy. I love it. I love it. Get the chips, baby, because I love the dip. I missed you, Skylar. It's been way too long. Nice red to green move on Nvidia. Still grinding higher. I'm still not convinced. I'm still not convinced that today's going to be a green day in the market. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at all. So, let's see. Jobless claims for November 5th. 267 versus the 265 estimate. Worse than expected U.S. inflation data. CPI figures showed the largest annual increase of inflation, wow, since 1990. Ooh. So market's still moving on up. I'm just not convinced. Skylar hit 14 on Roblox. Good job, Skylar. Way to crush it, my man. Way to crush it. Why not just be in the crypto world? I am in the crypto world. There's a lot of gains. I'm invested in crypto right now, baby. Absolutely. Absolutely, I'm invested in crypto. We're even watching crypto-related stocks. I'm a day trader, guys. I'm a day trader. I day trade equities. I invest in crypto. I invest in long-term stocks. I trade options. Every now and then I'll trade futures. Again, got to be where the opportunity is. Right now, the opportunity is crypto. That's why I have some money in crypto right now. Shiba, I mean, I have some in Shiba, but nothing. It's not a long-term. Not a long-term play. So right now, PPSI, I still think is underrated. I still think PPSI, guys, has a lot of good potential. All right, I'm watching PPSI. I'm waiting to see if we can start to get a move over like 734. All right, I think PPSI is a sleeper play that has some good opportunity. Rivian's IPO is well, it wasn't at 1010. Wasn't at 1010. We shall see when that comes out. I may start taking small entries on PPSI. May take some small entries here on PPSI. I think we have good potential for that mid candle back up to 875. Okay, I'm starting a position at 750, 749. Just starting a position here, and I will add to it as needed. It broke above, it closed over on volume. I like it, I'm adding. I like it. I'm in 100 shares to start. Nothing crazy, but I'm going to scale in, scale out. Rivian set at 120 now. Jesus, 120. Stops are under 7 on PPSI. Stops are under 7 on PPSI. Over 750, close and hold over 750. I'll add the PPSI again. Again, 875 to 10 bucks is realistic on PPSI. This closes over 750. I'll add again here. Good volume. And that was our number one back burner sleeper. Let's see if traders can bring some hype here. And we're looking at an 875 and $10 target. Again, I would be putting stops under 7 or under VWAP, actually, under the VWAP, because we've held VWAP beautifully over the last like 30 minutes. That's where I'd be putting stops. Again, be patient with something like this. It may not just go right to freaking 875 and 10 bucks. It may take time, but at least we have some early pieces of confirmation. What's that? We actually broke and held above that 734 with volume, and intraday, we do have a nice uptrend. Higher highs, higher lows. So overall, for now, it is bullish. It isn't an uptrend. We are seeing the confirmation that we want to see to at least get involved. I'm not trading RX or RNXT because look at how volatile it is. Look at how choppy it is, right? It's a lot of mess. PPSI slower and steadier right now. This is where I want to be. Sleeper plays, not where the mess is. So right now, I only have 100 shares of PPSI, guys, because I want to scale in, scale out, right? Little by little by little. And you know what? I may add here again. Yeah, I'm going to add here again. I'm going to go 200 shares on PPSI. I'm going to add here. I'm going to trade this right. I'm going to add, bring stops up. You know, I'm really looking for that 875 to 10 bucks. I think that those are good targets on PPSI. And why, right? Let's talk about the why. Right? Why? 875 is that psychological number. How many times have you seen a stock rip to 875 and get rejected and it's just a random level? 875 is just a psychological penny stock level of resistance. And we can see that it was yesterday's highs as well. Right? Yesterday, it really struggled around 875. So right there, 875. That's one of our first targets, yesterday's highs. If we look back at Monday, where did it run to? Ran all the way to 1244. But what's another level of resistance that we know? 10 bucks. But honestly, I would throw it underneath those lows at 938. So scratch the $10. Scratch 10 bucks. I'd be looking for an 875 first target and a 938 second target. And anything above 938, you're just going to scale out, right? You would just be scaling out 10, 11, 12, maybe 1244, maybe it goes to 15. I don't freaking know. But at least we have an 875 and a 938 target. Really don't want to see it come back below 734, but I'm willing to put stops under 7. So, and I'm willing to scale in, scale out, scale in, scale out. Have some fun with it. All right, so right now let's take our attention back over to RNXT, because I know some of you guys are still watching RNXT. BTFD. Seriously, BTFD. Buy the fucking dip. That's it. Just buy the dip. Oh, that new platform will be here very soon, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. And I just can't hide it. Oh, something else too, guys, that I'm going to do. First, before I start ranting and rambling, before I start doing that, anybody in chat have any questions? Do you guys have any questions? Right? Rivian's not open yet. Right? We're on PPSI. You know my entries. You know my stop loss. You know targets. You know the game plan. What we're looking for here on PPSI. Do we have any questions on PPSI? Do we have any questions on RNXT? Anything that you're looking at that you need some analysis on? Right now it's 10:16 in the market, guys. Do we have any questions? Do you have any tickers you want reviewed? Where's your focus? I'm here to help you guys. Right? We know why we're in PPSI. Broke that down thoroughly this morning. Right? So we know why we're involved with PPSI for now. Again, for now. Is Rivian open? It's not open. We know we're waiting for Rivian. RIVN. The SPY. We're looking to see if is this going to break and hold above yesterday's close? Or are we going to get rejected and move lower? Right? Let's throw a trend line here on the SPY. And let's see. Is it going to break out or is it going to crack the trend line and move lower? But anyway, I want to point this out there. I know we have some viewers on TikTok, but really for you guys inside of chat. So really short, simple, to the point. Again, right now we're just managing our PPSI trade. See if that one's going to get any kind of activity. And we're just still watching RNXT. And what you guys can do on RNXT, trend line, buy the trend line. That's it. Trend line, buy the trend line. Put stops underneath VWAP. All right, build a plan, stops under VWAP. You have room to $13. You know the stock can move fast, so be ready to lock in profits quick. Make sure you have hard stops in the system, okay? Anyway, I'm going through different trading communities. I don't really want to say their names, but they're the elites, right? You got like 5 of them that you just know. When you think of this company, you're like, oh, wow, they're a hedge fund on Wall Street, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going through, I'm looking at the reviews, looking at their courses, and I'm looking at their pricing. Dude, $5 grand for a course with not really good reviews, but people still buy it, right? $3 grand for this course, but it's like really basic stuff. It's frustrating, right? Why am I building the platform? It's frustrating that there's so many people getting scammed on Discord. So I'm developing a platform to be a Discord alternative, a Discord replacement. What I'm also going to start doing, guys, for those of you that maybe not have the course, is I'm going to start doing a refund on the course, right? It's one of the least expensive courses in the industry, right? It's freaking $450 for the course. Other people charge $2 grand, $5 grand. It's insane. I went through 5 different educational places last night that are like the elites that everybody knows of, right? Some of the elites. Such bad reviews about the course, right? Expensive. We have nothing but positive reviews. Our course is not expensive. They don't offer a refund. If you buy the course and you go through the course and it doesn't help you become a better trader and you don't benefit from it, guess what? I'll refund it. I'm going to start doing that. I don't know. So if you guys want the course but you're skeptical, you're like, I don't know, what if it's a waste? You buy the course, you take the course, right? And if you honestly can sit there and say, it did not benefit me at all, right? At all, which is highly unlikely because I put 6 months into the course. If you're like, you know what? It just doesn't benefit me. I didn't learn anything. It's garbage. Okay, cool. I'll refund it to you. I'll refund your money. No one else does that. So you're getting a multi-$1,000 course for under $500. And if you just don't like it, get a refund. So what's stopping you from learning how to trade now? What's stopping you guys? I tell you, I'm changing the trading industry, right? Not just with the platform, not with cleaning up the industry and getting rid of these scams on Discord, but giving you guys good education for a fair price and offering a refund behind it as well. I don't know, guys. I think I'm stupid sometimes, but it aggravates me when I see all this stuff out there. You know, it's like people are still buying $5,000 courses, and the courses just don't really have good reviews in the first place. They're expensive, like $5,000 for a course is a lot of money. I don't know. Seriously? 120 now on Rivian? Oh my gosh. 120 now on Rivian? This should be fun. It's not going to be shortable either. Do I teach options? I can teach you options. Do I trade options full time? No. But I teach options. There's options lessons in the course. Yep. And I also have a 2.5 hour long options course that I give for free. So I have a almost a 3 hour long options course that I give for free. And we do have options lessons in the course. We do have futures lessons in the course, basic analysis, technical analysis, you know, the psychology of trading, risk management, emotion control, really everything that you need to be a consistent, profitable trader. And that's the thing is get the course and you take the course. Again, there's 53 chapters, 20 hours of content. You get through the course and it doesn't help you become a better trader. You do not see any kind of results or benefit, which again, 99.999999999% unlikely, because I know the course. I built the course with new traders in mind. I know the course is one of the best out there. Everybody in chat says it's the best course out there. We have over 150 reviews that it's the best course out there, right? It's not $5,000. You're not going to be disappointed. But if you are and you don't like it, I'll refund your money. No one else is going to do that. I'm going to do that because we're changing the trading industry, guys. It's happening. I'm changing it. No one else is doing it, so we're doing it here inside of Alpha Day Trading, baby. Let's go. Right now, PPSI, guys, it came back below that 730. I don't have high hopes now. I don't. It should have already moved. In my honest opinion, it should have already moved there on PPSI. I really don't have high hopes for it now, but it's still above yesterday's close. I mean, it's like right there. And honestly, stops have to be under yesterday's lows for this to still be a good mid candle. So stops have to be under $7, and that's where I'm stopping out, would be under $7. Rivian is still not open yet. Roblox hasn't really done that much today, guys. Apple sold off. It's just been kind of choppy to the upside. It's moved $1. There's no opportunity there. Nvidia is right at yesterday's close, and it got rejected. Let's see if it breaks above. Microsoft right at the open, looking a little heavy, looking like it's going to roll on over. Tesla rolling on over. And how's the SPY? Look at that. The SPY's cracking the trend line. I would be grabbing puts all day, baby. I'd be looking to grab puts all day. Right there on the SPY. Look at that beautiful rejection. Yesterday's close, cracking the trend line. Easy stuff right there, guys. Easy trend line crack to the short side. Let's see this get this heavy now. Because again, I said that I'm not convinced that it's going to move higher today. Let's see. Let's see if it stays down. Let's see if sellers continue to push this bad boy to the ground. Yeah, Q-Tip says education's not cheap. Yeah, in the trading industry. Yeah. Remember, those who can't do teach. That is very valid, right? That is very valid. But I can do. I prove it to you guys on the live stream every day, and I can teach. So, you know, there's a few miracles out there. I guess I'm one. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm just really good at what I do, and then I got into teaching later, right? I got into teaching after I became really good. A lot of people get it twisted, right? They're beginner traders, and they're like, oh, I can teach this, and they get really good at teaching, but they never perfect their trading, right? And perfect themselves. I got into perfecting myself first, then I decided to teach. So there's a link in my bio, guys. There is a link in my bio. Yeah, SOPA was a mover yesterday. Like we were saying this morning, this is a really hard stock to trade because the spreads are $2 to $3 at a time. Very hard stock to trade. Spreads are $2 to $3 at a time, and the second it goes against you, the spreads open $5. Easy halts. Yeah, it's moving, guys, but it's a risky one. Like, let's be real, it's risky. I lost $1,800 on it, guys. Lost $1,800. It's volatile. The spreads are large, right? It is a tough stock to trade, just so you know. So it's on the riskier side, but with risk comes reward. So just make sure you're managing your risk correctly on something like SOPA, all right? Exactly. That's the IPO game. Figure out what the market's going to pay and then go. 100%. Q-Tip says you're awesome. No. You're awesome, Q-Tip. You're awesome. True Trading Group, TTG. Yeah, I've heard of them. I've heard of them. Again, everybody charges way too much money. Everybody charges way too much money for courses. It's ridiculous. $2 grand, $3 grand, $4 grand. It's stupid. You know, that makes me more mad than losing money in the market.